Has my perfume disappeared? Gone. 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 Going. Take your spring blossom. Why? Questions I get asked.
My favourite perfume isn't being made anymore.
Where's it gone? Why don't they bring it back?
Why don't they do that? Yeah.
Why do they do that? So there I was, sat on the tube yesterday, next to a lady, elderly lady, who we happened to get into conversation. I could tell you the full story, but she said she used to wear Revlon, she pronounced it, like Revlon but French. He's American.
Yeah.
Revlon Intimate. And could I remake it? No, she really missed it, it's gone. But she was really interesting because she said she loves wearing Cherry Mugler fragrances. She wore Angel for a long time, but she decided to choose a new one, which I think is kind of the right attitude. But she said, oh, I used to wear Chanel No. 5, always used to wear Chanel No. 5. And then one day I went out dancing, and this man said to me, oh, Chanel No. 5, and I thought, right, I'm going to wear something different, which I think is a very good attitude. Like if she didn't want to wear something that everybody recognised, and when she started wearing Revlon Intimate, people said to her, oh, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
But Revlon Intimate is long since gone. But I think she had a very good attitude because she said, well, my daughter said she found one on eBay, but she thought maybe it wouldn't smell the same. And then she said, well, also, perhaps my tastes have changed and they wouldn't smell the same to me. And I thought, this woman is just, by complete coincidence, sat next to me on the tube and has just a great attitude to moving on in the perfume world.
She did also ask you to recreate Revlon Intimate.
She did. But when I said to her, it wouldn't be the same for all of these reasons. So I was explaining to her why things get discontinued in the first place, and I thought to myself, perhaps I ought to explain while talking to you today.
There's two different strands of conversation that I think we should talk about. That, and then also lots of people tend to complain that the perfume that they've been wearing all their life smells different. So that's...
This is true, and sometimes it is different and sometimes it is not. So, but I've got to tell you how come I ended up sitting next to the lady on the tube.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't. Samira, who was speaking at the event, the Patreon event, she does Islamic art. She's an ex-maths teacher, so she does very geometric art.
Yeah, wow.
Videos of them, and people kind of follow along.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
So we ended up sitting together on the tube. On the other side, there were two sort of quite tall young men, right? And these two very elderly people got on, and all four of us immediately popped up. And then Samira and I thought, okay, the guys can give up their seats. So we sat back down again, and we ended up sitting next to them. But Samira and I both had a set of sticky stars. She had gold stars, I had red stars, because we'd had to play a sort of networking bingo game where you ask people if they've got a cat or they've been on television or can do the Rubik's Cube or whatever, play a musical instrument. We had lots left. So we decided to give gold stars to the two guys for giving their seats up, which caused much amusement on the tube. And anyway, so that's how come I ended up sitting next to the lady who used to wear Intimate by Revlon. So two things. Sometimes a fragrance sells really well but has to change, say, either for regulatory reasons, which is a thing. Some must get discontinued because they are damaging to the environment, say, or skin sensitizers. So they have to be reformulated. They will be reformulated if they are selling enough to keep going.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, that's a good excuse for people to don't.
Because it's a further big expense to reformulate something. You
Reformulating.
basically have to pay for the perfume fee again, right? Well,
yeah, and it's actually sort of harder to create something exactly the same as it was with different materials than it is to create something brand new. So if something is not selling particularly well, a company would be more likely to say, nah, let's dump it and bring a new one out.
Yeah.
And also it's probably not selling very well because it's gone out of style.
Yeah.
And people do smell certain perfumes and go, oh, that smells really old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Which point, it's on its way out, so they'll bring in something new. But if they remake it with new materials, like I've got original Diorella and newish Diorella, it'll smell sort of the same, but a bit different.
It'll do a similar job.
Yeah, but it's never quite the same. But I also heard a story from Thierry Vassar, head perfumer at Guerlain, who agreed to go into the lab and remake with the original materials, banned notwithstanding, but he said this out loud, so for a French film star who insisted she wanted the original, she had to have it, it wasn't the same, her life was ruined. So he actually remade it with all the nitro masks and all the band stuff, gave it to her, and she said, oh, it's completely different. So he thought, why did I bother? But it proved to him that it wasn't really worth it. Saying that, though, I'd say that my original poison that I have, it smells just enough the same. It's not the same as the new one.
No, poison's a good example of it, actually. For me, because my mum always wore poison, so I remember, and it has changed throughout the years.
Yeah. It had to. They had to reduce the amount of rose ketones in it for a start because they're skin sensitizers and the like. So it's not quite the same, but it's very similar.
Yeah.
But in the shop in York, they told my sister, oh, they are completely exactly the same as they always have been. It's just that you're old. Which is, way to sell a perfume to somebody, not. So that's kind of one part of it. Are the ones that continue exactly the same? Sometimes yes. Sometimes what we've smelt in the meantime changes the way that we feel about smelling something that we smelt a long time ago.
And also how we feel in ourselves, how we, our entire impression of the world is completely to do with what's happening on the inside of us.
All the other experiences we've had, all the new neural networks we have grown, something might just... You can never go back, as they say.
Well, yeah, completely. And I smell old perfumes that I used to wear in my early 20s. And I smell them and I go, I don't even really like them anymore. I go, that's not me. I wouldn't consider wearing that. It's not who I am.
Yeah. So there's that side of it.
And so why are you discontinuing perfumes? Here at 4160tuesdays.com.
Yes, here at 4160tuesdays.com.
And while we're talking about that, we should probably say that, there's a big sale happening.
There is, because, so I am discontinuing about half our collection. And the reason is that some materials have become unavailable. And it's not because they have been banned. It's nothing to do with any regulations, not IFRA, not the EU, not MOCRA, nobody. It's because companies producing them have decided not to bother anymore. I tried to buy a kilo of this really lovely Brazilian vetiver. Like, oh, well, there's no demand for it, really. You were the only person who bought it, so we're not going to bother importing it. So, well... Would it be worth it if I ordered 5 kilos? Do you think, would that be? Because I've put it in 4 different fragrances. Some of which are about to go big. So that's a problem. But Tokyo Spring Blossom and all the things I have where I use Raspberry Leaf Absolute, which is many. It was one of my 5 in my Dunbar's number. My Dunbar number, which was one of the 5 of my... key favourite ingredients, and there is some Raspberry Leaf Absolute available. It's much more leafy. The original one I had was much more raspberry-ish, produced somewhere in Eastern Europe. Hermitage wouldn't tell us. And the new one's a lot more expensive. It's from the south of France and I don't know. But it's not the same. So I thought, well, I shall bid it goodbye because I don't want it to be not the same. But what I did was, before we ran out, I told everybody there's this much, we'll put it in a sale. It's reduced by a lot, so that people who love it can stock up. we're not secretly getting rid of things so that then price gouging on eBay can occur. This is more like, you want it, we're telling you now. I love it. I'm going to have some bottles because...
Can we have a smell?
Yeah.
It's one of your first fragrances, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's one of the first 3 that ever came out. It was the one that was reviewed by Jo Fairley when it was called Urara's Tokyo Cafe. The one where she said I should give up everything and become a perfumer. And if that didn't work out, I should do stand-up, she said. This is still a
and now here
possibility.
you are basically doing both.
Yeah.
Though you are always sitting down.
Yes. Yeah, sitting down, being
God,
down.
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's the way it is.
This is so early Sarah McCartney.
Yeah. No Hedio, no Isui Super, because I'd never heard of them at the time. I just wanted to make something lovely with the things that I'd got.
Wow, it's so good.
Popanax, it's absolute bonkers formula. And what I have left of the raspberry leaf absolute, I've still got a couple of little pots of 30 grams each.
So people can go on 4160tuesdays.com and go and nab... sorry, I've got to do this.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Go and nab a bottle of it.
They can.
Also
going...
If they want.
And basically everything that's got raspberry leaf absolute in is going to have to go, because I can't promise I can't redo it. We're on the flight path today, so...
We are, but I think this new microphone is... Oh. It's quite directional.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why I was going, but I thought I've got a collection here which, I mean, Paul Smith Rose, all the Paul Smith original perfumes have gone. Mm-hmm. I had this in my book as the ultimate example of the best rose, also at the best price. But if anybody wants this now, because it's blinking fortune, it leaked all over the place. Oops. I took the cap off. It's gone. I mean, it's gone a bit green. But do you want to smell that?
Yeah.
But also, Paul Smith's fragrances didn't really match the Paul Smith brand, in my humble opinion.
Right.
Because the perfumes were handled by Interparfum, the brand that markets.
It's a lovely box.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It had a free rabbit. I got a toy bunny with it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Wow.
Absolute dream.
Wow, so good.
But really, it ought to have been sold for £200 a bottle. Paul Smith t-shirts are 60. And that it was sort of marketed very oddly, I think. And I don't think it's made with better or worse materials than other more expensive roses, but au revoir la rose. But yeah, so they've taken theirs in-house, and all the former Paul Smith fragrances have disappeared. But that's kind of I think that was a brand decision to take the marketing of them in-house and just let because the deal was the only perfumes he could sell in his own shops were these, so his customers tended to wear other people's fragrances.
Yeah.
And the people who bought the fragrances, I mean, I guess it earned a bit of money franchising it out.
What about Black Cherry?
So
what's
the
that?
Aromatics Black Cherry, this is one of the Estee Lauder brands. It's from Clinique, and this is a special edition. So it's nice. It's good to get hold of. This, I bought it because I like the smell. When did I stop buying other people's perfumes? About 10 years ago, probably. So this is a while back. It's yeah, the paint started to come off the top, but I like it. We still get aromatics, but I was looking for fruity perfumes at the time, and there weren't many around. This is one.
Oh.
I think it's dead good.
Wow.
But it was a special. It was just a one-off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yes.
It's a little bit poisony, talking about poison.
You're right, it is. Yeah. It's definitely in that region, isn't it? It's because I think the poison smells like blackcurrants.
Yeah.
I had it out on Saturday when Vera came to visit.
Wow, that's really, really nice.
Yeah.
You don't really smell things like this these days.
And probably this would be classed now as not sufficiently modern. But that's another thing, because perfumes disappear. They change, they alter, the style alters, because we can't observe a smell.
But fashion always comes back around though, doesn't it?
Well, I'm not sure we're ever going to get back some of the real deep sheeps.
I wonder though.
I wonder.
Maybe.
I mean, Andy Tower keeps making them, I keep making them.
Mullets are back.
Oh God, yes.
I don't mind them.
It depends who they're on.
A minor mullet.
Yeah. I mean, oh God, somebody cut my hair into a mullet once. I was used as a demo at Tony and Guy. I went home and Nick just went. I had all this long wavy hair, and we'd been seeing each other for about 3 weeks, and I went home with a mullet. And surprisingly, we're still together.
Well, that's probably why you stuck around.
Yeah, if you could stick around through a mullet, you could tolerate anything. So,
no, this is just horrible.
I think so. It's interesting, isn't it?
For me.
It's got a material in which I own, which is a melon material.
Yeah, that's why I'm not liking it, I think.
Yeah. So this is Émotionnel by Parfum del Rey, and it's by Michel Rudnitzer, who is Edmund Rudnitzer's son. I've met him. He's nice. But this is, I think the whole brand disappeared. So let me explain why whole brands disappear. Usually they get backing, they get distribution, they don't sell well enough, they are dumped.
Yeah.
Just gone. Our friend Jacques said, if I wanted, he could get me into the US department store that he is, advises for. He said I could get perfumes into 140 stores. I would have to scale up big time. I'd have to have a lot of production. I'd have to put that into warehousing in America. It would then get distributed to the stores. I would get paid. But if they didn't sell, I would have to buy them all back again. And that would break the company.
Yeah.
So I took the decision, did I want to do that? Did I want to take the risk? And I decided no.
Yeah, wise. Very wise.
And so we're still here. I mean, I think a lot of people do it because they confidently believe that they will be the one in 100 brands that succeeds. I did statistics at A level. And I think I'm 99 times more likely to be one of the 99 that fails. Which is true. That's true.
But you don't, but by design, you don't do zeitgeisty mainstream fragrance. You do interesting. It's for smell. What you do is for smell scent adventurers.
Yeah.
It's for people who are after something a little bit more, a little bit quirky, a little bit more interesting.
Well, you see, I think that actually, beyond the initial smack in the face with a cantaloupe, I think it is. I did find that interesting, so I bought it at Les Senteurs ages back.
It is interesting. I just don't like it.
Yeah. I sort of. It reminds me of a certain time. It reminds me when I was originally writing the novel about perfumer, and I went on the hunt for perfume.
Yeah.
So, and that's another thing that is distressing when things are discontinued.
Yeah.
Is that we can't get back the feeling. I smell that, and I'm in a certain mood in a certain place.
I don't like that in any way. Okay. I can't think of any things that I like about that one, which is rare for me.
Possibly why the brand didn't survive.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what happened with this one, but things just get. The whole brand went. Lots of niche fragrances they get backing. They hope to get bought by in the big round about once every 5 years. All the big companies will buy up one of them, and the others just go by the wayside and generally close down. So, this one is a Penhaligon's fragrance.
Oh yeah.
It's discontinued. It's called Violetta. And violets aren't very popular much.
No.
So it came, it went.
They've released a fragrance called Arthur.
Oh yeah, the honourable...
World
whatever.
According to Arthur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, they're... In the
And I
stupendity...
can tell you something.
Yeah,
I smelled it.
yeah.
It's not the world according to me.
No. No, we can make the world according to you.
The world according to me smells of fennel and kumquat salad, which is available on 4,160.
It will be soon. It will. We were going to
Floor
coincide
film.
it with the release of the film, but
Oh, yeah, I'm not
maybe
gonna
we
lie.
should just let it out.
I mean, I'm completely addicted to that fragrance. I think you need to just launch it
All
straight
right.
away.
All right.
I mean, it did really well in the January Joy box, didn't it?
Yeah.
People loved
I mean,
it.
Yeah, I mean the Adidas Elizabeth line trainers launched 3 years before the Elizabeth line because the Elizabeth line's electrics blew up. So
Yeah.
I don't see why we can't launch the fragrance before the film.
I think so. Have
Okay.
you heard about the new Piccadilly line trains?
Yeah. I know because I live next to the depot where the
Right,
problems
yeah.
are. Yeah.
Oh, they don't fit the track.
They're having some adjustments
it's
made, aren't
incredibly
they?
W1A.
It's not that they don't fit the tunnels, it's not that. So then what then? What do you do if your favourite perfume's been discontinued? It's like... I've probably said... Have I said this before? That it's like if your dog dies.
I don't think... I've not heard you say that before.
I was trying to think of like, what is it... How can you regard... I mean, you can't get it back. So
Yeah.
get another one. Enjoy your time with it. No, it's not as bad as your partner or your mum or something. But I mean, my next door neighbours, it's like their dogs died a couple of times. Well, okay, two different dogs. Two different dogs. The dog that they owned, and then they got another one, and they got another one. And I was thinking, oh, actually, that's quite. It does seem to fix, the dog-shaped hole that they lost. They were very sad for a few days. They got another one.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that is the way to do it.
Mm.
You not live in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, I still remember happy times with our cat. I also remember she used to wake us up at 3 o'clock in the morning soaking. But okay, so I would be quite upset if I didn't have an old bottle of Diorella just to... So... Absolutely, get one. Then you can smell it every now and again. You don't have to miss it that much.
Mm-hmm.
But don't spend your life savings on outbidding somebody on eBay beyond your financial capacity.
Now I come to think of it, there was a perfume that I used to wear all the time. It was my favourite one, and that was Discontinued.
Yeah.
I've just completely forgotten it.
Well, that's another good way to go about it. Just completely forget about it.
Well, actually, what I actually did was a little. It took me a little while because I went on Fragrantica
Yeah.
and found one that was that they recommended on there that was the most similar.
Yeah.
And I bought that,
Yeah.
and it was basically the exact same fragrance.
All right.
It was a nude. It was a nude.
Oh.
This was years ago.
Oh,
This was years ago.
Because there's base notes. You can go and look on base notes. You can go and look at the fragrance, the Perfume Society's fragrance database, whose name I've forgotten. It used to be called Fred. It's called something else now. So you can go and look for something that says it has similar notes, and it might work out. The funny thing is, of course, people say they write to the dupe companies and say, oh, can I get a bottle of this? It was discontinued. Because dupe companies don't remake anything that's been discontinued because they have been discontinued because they didn't sell enough.
Yeah.
Dupe companies are only interested in
The best sellers.
piggybacking off things that sell themselves. So if something's been discontinued, never to be remade, they either can't make it at all, or they're not the slightest bit bothered because it won't make them any money. So ask for recommendations for something that has a similar feel, but, go elsewhere.
I mean, it's an opportunity for a new you.
Yeah, whole new. Moving on, it's like getting your hair cut.
Yeah.
So that's it. It's gone. Move on, get a new one.
Yeah. But before you move on and get a new one, go to the 4160 Tuesdays website and go on.
All I can smell is melon.
Yeah.
That is very melony.
Yes.
Yeah. If one of ours, you can ask. Some people came on and went, oh, can I have that one? You said I have that one. Like, nope, this is never going to be discontinued as far as we can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. About half of them are. Some I'm very sad about, others like, nah.
What are you sad about?
I'm sad about Tokyo Spring Blossom.
Yeah.
Because it's my history, but I've stashed a few bottles.
And what else are you sad about?
At the moment, freshly laundered, because, well, it's not, that one for me is not sufficiently different from other people's clean fragrances, and so it's not a standout, and we only made it for Samsung anyway. Invisible Ben. Be careful what you wish for. Raspberry Leaf Absolute. Maxed Out, that's a particular rum that
Maxed Out's going?
Yeah, Maxed Out's going.
Oh, I love Maxed Out.
Yeah, well, I forgot to think. Well, I said at the beginning, sometimes you can't get the materials anymore.
Yeah.
Some of the smaller naturals producers in particular have been bought by bigger naturals producers, and the big guys have just looked and thought, profitable, not, profitable, just... And I can't get honeybush extract anymore, so some of my fragrances, even one of the new ones, Skin, for Tempest Rose Skin, that's, yeah. Virtual Twirl, Skin's going, before it's practically, well, not yet, but when I run out of honeybush, that's it, it's gone. And with Maxed Out, it was a CO2 extract of rum, and the company that I was buying it from, since Brexit, they just won't talk to me.
Evil Max. The original Evil Max, I saw some bottles of that downstairs.
Yeah, that's going.
That is, I love that fragrance.
But that's, what happened with that one was that I kind of...
You reformulated it, didn't you?
Yeah, and I remade some of the old ones by accident. I think we printed out the wrong batch sheet. But there was, I can't remember why we remade it in the first place. There was something not quite available with it. So I must have used the last little bit of whatever it was. I was trying to sort of reformulate, but yeah. Evil Max. That's Senthusiasm is going, not the brand, the gin one, the Hendrix gin one.
Cucumber.
Yeah, because people just didn't like it enough, and it's really expensive to make. Well, it's got orris and rose in it. So
do people actually like the smell of cucumber? Because I
think that's it. I think it was just too cucumbery. I think people don't mind having a slice of cucumber in their gin because they can take it out and lob it. Or give it to me and I'll eat it. But I don't think cucumber fragrances are that popular.
I must say I just don't really like cucumber. And people go, oh, why don't you like cucumber? It's 90% water. I'm like, I like that bit.
Yeah, Nick thinks it's a waste of time. He just thinks it's a waste of time eating the vegetable. Just drink water. But my friend Sugiyama-san, who works in Japan, I know from Lush, she works for Japan Neil's Yard now. She smelt one of mine that was cucumbery, and she said, Sarah-san, the Japanese do not like perfume to smell of salad.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair enough. I'm not sure we do. But yeah, I do like the balance it has of rose.
It's a fennel and kumquat salad.
Oh, fennel and kumquat, that's completely different, Arthur. Yeah, but rose and orris balanced. I really like its refreshingness. Is that a thing? Truth, Beauty, Freedom, Love's going. I think that's just the state of the world.
Yeah.
There's none left. I did my best to try and prop it up, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well.
But on the other hand, new, no Monet, Ginger Snap, and Flawed Fern.
Yes.
That's another reason things go. There's just not enough space on the shelf.
Yeah, and you do have a big collection.
I have a big collection.
It is time that you freed up some space on the shelf.
It is.
Because the amount of new fragrances that you launch.
I didn't do too badly last year. I only did like 7.
But they're great. Every time you make a new fragrance, it's like it is part of your journey as a perfumer. It's funny, having known you for so long and smelt your perfumes for so long. You are constantly evolving as a perfumer. And I think it's not even it's interesting that you see, I mean, you look at film directors, for example, and they find their style and then they sort of do it until there's no soul left in it, and it ends up becoming just a pastiche to themselves. You don't do that. What you do is you find your style, you find a thing, and then try something different. And I just think that's great, because it's always going to be interesting, and you're never reheating last night's dinner.
That's a lovely metaphor. Yeah. I guess. Although I do like yesterday's pizza.
Okay, yeah, but
but not last year's dinner. I don't rest on my laurels.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I'm not interested in. I think that's the thing. If what you're interested in is that, oh, that's successful, I'll do more. Mm-hmm. I'm more like, oh, that's lovely. That's put some money in the bank. Let's do something completely wild. Yeah. Different motives for doing it. But also, I'm really looking forward to doing the ones inspired by 1970s silk headscarves that I've got. Is there some over there? Maybe they're downstairs. Yeah, I discovered a bloke called Richard Allen who used to design silk scarves, and you can get them off eBay for £10 each if you happen to be looking. Because you know how much I love a scarf.
Yeah. And
I want to make them sort of the smells of the flowers that might grow in hell. The particular version of hell, Vivian Shaw's. Hell's much more interesting than heaven, where they're all really a bit boring and trying to escape reality. Yeah. But flowers that might grow in heaven and flowers that are in limbo, I can't stop.
Love that.
That's why some things need to go. That's my reason.
Love it.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, come to me. I'll find you a new fragrance.
Yeah. Great. Okay.
Thank you, Arthur.
Bye bye. Now it's time to discontinue this video.